specs for a wide body or flared Forester. I have an SG Forester, so that is what this video is going to be based around. So I'm going to drop off some groceries at my apartment, then we're going to head to Horseshoe and do the filming there. Today's video is going to be all about fitment, and specifically the ideal fitment for wide body or flared Foresters from the SG generation. Pretty busy road right now, so if it gets busy and it's really loud, I'll just do a voiceover so you guys can hear what I'm saying. But for now, we're just going to roll with it and assume that you guys can hear me without having to do a voiceover. So I will be making another video next week, I believe, about fitment for stock body Foresters, so not just the flared ones or the wide ones, even though that's what mine is. I talked to a lot of people about what the ideal fitment is for the stock body SG Forester, so I'll be doing that video hopefully next week. So I have talked to a couple people who have flared Foresters on Instagram, and I'm going to begin talking about my car and showing you my car and all my fitment specs and my wheel specs and tire specs and all that, and then I'm going to move into my phone, show you guys some of the people I've talked to on there and show you their wheel specs as well. So I am actually on my second set of flares now. I've been flared for 3 years now, or a little over 3 years, and my old setup was Fiberglass Mafia, the regular ZG flares. I'll post a picture right here of what it looked like before. So my old setup, I had 18x10 plus 25 wheels, and I had 25mm adapters to go from 5x100 to 5x114.3. So I'll put a picture up of the flares that I actually running so you guys can see which flares you should get if you want to get the fitment that I had with the wheel specs I had during that time. And with those flares, I think that the fitment in the back could have been a little bit better. Maybe if I had a little bit bigger adapters, or just gone with a little bit bigger of a wheel, maybe 10.5 instead of 10. But other than that, they were really good. The front was super meaty and kind of stuck out from the flare a little bit, but I do like that style. So I definitely recommend getting those flares if you're looking for some Forester specific flares that are going to fit well and also are not going to be the eBay flares that you can find and just use universally in any car. And the tires with this setup are 275 40/18s, which are actually the same size as my current setup. I'm currently running 18x11 plus 8 Cosmis racing wheels. And also I forgot to mention my old wheels were STR 514s, but these ones are 18x11 plus 8, and I'm still running a 25mm adapter in there for the 5x100 to 5x114.3. In my opinion, these wheels are the perfect spec for this size flare. There aren't too many Foresters running the blob-eye flares, but they are pretty similar to the Carltons, so for those of you running Carltons or looking around Carltons, I'll look at a setup similar to this, but I will be showing you a Forester later in the video that is running Carltons that has a very similar setup to mine. To finish off my setup, I have the 275 40/18 tires. And these tires are the SS 595 all seasons, and they've been really good to me, so I definitely recommend them. But yes, that is going to be it for my setup. I'll show you a couple clips of the fitment real quick, and then we'll move on to the next Forester. Alright, so it's now the next day. I didn't have time to film after going to Horseshoe yesterday. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 2 other Foresters that are also flared in their wheel and tire specs. So before we get into the first Forester, if you're not already following me on Instagram, my Instagram is Jamesfxti, and I'm definitely the most active on my Instagram, so if you want to stay up to date on what's going on with me and other stuff for the YouTube channel, or just other updates in general, shoot me a follow there. But getting right into the first Forester, this one is going to be kind of similar to my old setup. So the first one is going to be Dillonleppien, I don't know how to pronounce that. So this guy's setup is kind of similar to my last one in terms of the style of flares. These are not the same ones as my other ones, as my other ones were Fiberglass Mafia, and these are universal ones. And I actually like this guy's build a lot. It has the same front end as mine because he has the Importology Lip. Looks like his lip beneath it though is a little bit different than mine, as mine is flat on the sides and his curves up. But I definitely like the style of this build. In my opinion, this front end gets slept on a lot because people don't know that there's the option to get the Importology Lip to make the stock bumper look a lot better, and you can actually put a real lip beneath it. But I am getting off topic a little bit, so getting into his wheel specs, he is running 18x9.75 plus 22, and the tires that he pair with these are 245 40/18. So I have to say all around this is a great build. The flares are more low-key than the ones that I have, and I think they're a little bit more low-key than the ones I used to have as well. So if you're looking to go a little bit wider but you're not trying to spend a fortune on massive wheel specs, I definitely would recommend going for a build style similar to this one. So moving on to the second Forester is going to be Tim.tann on Instagram. So first off, I mean, this thing is just beautiful. The car is bagged. He's got work wheels on it. It's actually painted, not wrapped, which is awesome to see. He's got the full JDM front end, and he has headlights, a built motor, Brembos. And I think this is just one of those builds where no part of the car was left untouched, which leads me right into the wheel specs because he does have an STI swap and the STI drivetrain as well. So his hubs are actually 5x114.3 instead of 5x100. So the wheel specs with this build are 18x11 plus 18 and also plus 20. Getting into the tires, these are insane. I don't know if you guys are ready for this. See, my car's super meaty, but not quite in this level. So I'm just going to say it. They are 315 30 18s. And if you remember earlier in the video, my wheels are 18x11 as well, but I'm only running 275s. I shouldn't say only, they're still pretty meaty. But yeah, so 315 30 18 for the tires, 18x11 plus 18 / plus 20 for the wheels. If I bag my car in the future, it's going to be pretty similar to this in terms of wheel and tire specs because I love the look of a meaty tire setup on a bagged car, just like this one. I will be making a video next week showing the stock body fitment, or the ideal stock body fitment on the SG Foresters. And if you guys want to see more fitment videos on the SH Foresters or the SF, just let me know and I can make a video like that, similar to this one in the future. So just shoot me a DM or write in the comments down below. But this is going to conclude the video covering the ideal fitment for flared and wide body Foresters. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help out a lot. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. But other than that, thank you for watching and I'll see you next week.